Sisters and the Mysterious Cottage. In a magical forest where tall trees glowed softly and sunlight danced through colorful leaves, butterflies fluttered from flower to flower. The air felt warm, peaceful, and full of wonder, as if the forest itself was whispering beautiful secrets to anyone who walked inside. Among these glowing trees lived three loving sisters. The eldest sister was kind and gentle, always caring for others and helping whenever she could. Her smile felt like sunshine, and her calm voice made everyone feel safe. The middle sister was curious and adventurous. Her bright eyes sparkled with excitement as she looked around at everything, always ready to explore something new and wonderful in the world. The youngest sister was sweet and innocent, carrying a little basket of flowers wherever she went. Her soft laugh sounded like music, and her heart was full of kindness and joy.
Yes, let's pick some for our
One beautiful
crowns.
morning,
Yay, it's the
the
best
three
day.
sisters decided to take a walk together through the forest. Birds flew above them, singing cheerful songs, while sunlight filtered through the trees,
Look at all
painting
this
golden
fog.
patterns
It's
on the
moving
forest
so
path.
fast. Whoa, did you see
Soon,
that?
they
It's
began
magical.
picking colorful flowers near the trees. Butterflies fluttered around their heads, and the sisters laughed happily, filling the forest with warmth and joy. Suddenly, a light fog rolled in between the tall trees. The air grew quiet, and the sisters slowed their steps, looking around with surprise as the familiar
The light
forest
is
began
so
to feel
warm
strange
and
and
magical.
mysterious.
I feel it too.
After
it's calling
walking
us.
for a while, they
hear
realized
that?
something wasn't
Yes,
right.
from the woods.
The paths
I'm
no longer
scared.
looked
Shh,
familiar,
stay together.
and the trees seemed taller and closer together. The sisters felt nervous as they understood they were lost. Just then, a glowing little bird appeared, singing the sweetest song. It fluttered ahead of them, as if inviting them to follow. Feeling hopeful, the sisters decided to trust the magical bird. They walked deeper along a narrow forest path, where the trees leaned inward and shadows danced across the ground. Even though the forest felt mysterious, they stayed close together, holding hands as they walked. Suddenly, warm golden light shone through the trees ahead. The sisters stopped and smiled, feeling hopeful again, as if something wonderful was waiting for them. Soon, they saw it. A small, cozy cottage hidden in a quiet forest clearing. Warm yellow light glowed from the windows, and colorful flowers surrounded the wooden door, making the little house look gentle and welcoming. The sisters stood close together and whispered softly, "Who lived here? Was it safe to go inside?" Even though they felt nervous, the cottage seemed kind and peaceful. Gathering her courage, the eldest sister stepped forward and gently knocked on the wooden door, while her sisters stood behind her, holding hands. The door slowly opened with a soft creak, and warm golden light spilled out into the forest, filling the air with comfort and calm.
We
A
heard you
kind
needed
old
some
woman
help with the
appeared in the
cleaning.
doorway, smiling
We'd be
warmly at
delighted
the
to
sisters.
assist.
Her eyes sparkled with kindness, and her gentle voice welcomed them inside. Inside the cottage, the sisters sat by a glowing fireplace and drank warm tea. The wooden walls glowed softly, and the room felt cozy, safe, and full of peace. They looked around in wonder at shelves filled with books, glowing jars, and magical little objects that sparkled gently in the candlelight. Feeling grateful, the sisters offered to help clean the cottage. They picked up brooms and cloths with happy smiles, eager to show kindness in return. Soon, they were sweeping the wooden floors, while sunlight streamed through the windows, making the room feel warm and cheerful. Next, they washed dishes together in the kitchen, laughing softly as bubbles floated through the air. Outside, they watered the flowers around the cottage. Butterflies fluttered around them as the garden grew brighter and more beautiful. The old woman watched from the doorway, smiling proudly at the sisters. Her eyes sparkled with joy as she saw their kindness and hard work. Suddenly, a strange golden glow filled the room. Sparkles floated through the air, and the sisters looked around in surprise, wondering what was happening. The glow grew brighter, the furniture shimmered, the walls sparkled, and the sisters held hands, their hearts beating with excitement and wonder. Then something magical happened. The old woman began to glow, surrounded by soft golden light. Beautiful wings slowly appeared behind her. Before their eyes, she transformed into a glowing fairy with sparkling wings and a gentle smile, lighting up the entire cottage. The sisters gasped in amazement. Their eyes grew wide and their faces filled with joy and wonder as they looked at the magical fairy before them. The fairy smiled kindly and handed each sister a glowing gift, thanking them for their kindness, honesty, and helpful hearts. The sisters bowed politely and thanked the fairy with happy smiles, their hearts full of gratitude and wonder. Soon it was time to leave. The sisters waved goodbye as they walked away from the cottage, the sunset painting the sky in soft pinks and golds behind them. They walked together through the forest towards their village, feeling peaceful, happy, and closer than ever before. When they arrived, the villagers welcomed them with warm smiles and joyful faces, happy to see them safe again. The sisters shared their gifts and kindness with
The
everyone,
light is so
giving
warm
food,
and
water,
magical.
and help
I
wherever
feel
it was
too.
needed.
It's calling us.
They began teaching village children stories, songs, and lessons about kindness, courage, and helping others, filling young hearts with joy. Slowly, the village became brighter and happier than ever before. Flowers bloomed everywhere, laughter filled the streets, and kindness spread from heart to heart. Soon, the whole village celebrated with music, lights, dancing, and laughter, while fireworks sparkled in the sky above. In the middle of the celebration, the three sisters hugged each other tightly, grateful for their adventure and their unbreakable bond. Later, they sat peacefully under a tree, smiling at the glowing sky, remembering that kindness, courage, and love always lead to magical endings. And as the stars twinkled above, a storybook opened to a glowing picture of the mysterious cottage, reminding everyone that kindness creates magic, and every beautiful story begins with a good heart.